Uh, yeah, it's Christmas Eve, everybody. Uh, Hopefully, everybody's already done all their shopping and they're all home with their loved ones, safe and sound. Sugar plums dancing in their head. Yeah, this is a pop up. I had Insomnia City, so I decided to come up and do a little work and see if anybody's around. And not that I expect anybody to, I never do. I never do. But wow, just seeing people are up and about, dropping their videos. Uh, uh, Good old Hobbs. Always count on him. Um, yeah, hauling at the library. Yeah, that was a pretty good haul this week. That was a good haul. I had a good haul this week. That was a lot of fun. Um, I think it was really fun was the fact that I got there at 11 a.m. at my library and nice and early, second one in line, and I'm sitting there, and there's one reseller there, and I know this reseller, and I don't know, mixed emotions. I mean, she's been nice to me, but I also seen her with her massive bags and carts and just gaping everything. And there was other people that came in that wanted to go to the bookstore, and but they were very disappointed to find out that the bookstore was not open to them at 12 o'clock, but only to the people who go in early, the resellers. Now, I'm not going to sound like a hypocrite because I am going in early now, right? I had to pay to go in there early, but hey, since I already paid, I'm getting my money's worth. So I cut loose. I told them they were right. I told them it was bullshit. And then I said, and I was speaking to the lady next to me. I was. I won't deny it. Speaking to her, I just said, it wouldn't be so bad if they just weren't, that they weren't just coming in and just taking everything from everybody. The people I sat next to, they're pretty much like me. They're try to have a lot of money. Um, the bookstore is a form of a very fastly fading form of shopping. To get something for a small price, and the prices the bookstore has. I mean, it's amazing. They have remarkable prices. Um, but the resellers come in and they just gap everything. Um, it'd be different if they just walked in like me. I got in early. It was a bag sale. I didn't know that, but I took one bag, one. I said, okay, whatever I can fill up in this one bag is what I'm going to get. That's the budget for today. That's it. Um, and that's what I did. And but these guys here are calling them IKEA bags. The bags are massive. They're big bags. I mean, they have to have carts, rolling carts, to put them in there. So they're paying the same price, which is $6, and they can fill those bags up to the brim with all the new stuff inside there, and walk out of there with $6 worth of stuff, and none of the people outside get anything. Now I just see something. I because I wasn't in the mood. I guess I wasn't. But next time I might not be so generous. But I did see something I did not like, and I'm going to do something about that next time. They put their bags on the floor. And then what they did is they took all the books, the huge stacks of books that they're wanting, and they're putting them on top of the bag. Like, they're not there to put it in the bag, to walk around with the bag in their hand. They're just marking territory, so to speak. Next time I see something like that, I'm going to take the books. I'm going to take them. I don't care if I need them or not. I'm going to take them. It's like they're not in a bag. They're sitting on the ground. They're not supposed to be on the ground. If you want these, you put them inside your bag and you walk them around like everybody else does. You don't go in there. You don't take 30 books, put them on a bag, and expect that that's mine. That's not how it works. And it's no different for me going over there and touching them and saying I already had dibs on those. I was going to get those already, but I have no intention to. But I just say that I do. Hey, Anthony, how are you, sir? Doing an early Christmas. Yeah, Merry Christmas. Yep. Merry Christmas to you. That cracked me up, Patty. Yeah, just cutting loose on the library. I went to the library, and I guess I'm cutting loose on the resellers there. The people that go in there and they buy all the books up real cheap, and they turn around and sell them on eBay for like, or Amazon for 4 or 5 times worth what they paid for it. But some of what the people are doing, they take a stack of books, like well, this past Tuesday, someone had donated some Hardy Boy books. There's probably like 40 or 50 books in the 2 stacks. They're doing a bag sale, so you could get those books in a bag for $6. But this person had walked around and grabbed all the books and put them on top of their bag on the ground, and like it was like, okay, I'm just gonna do this while I shop around. That's not how it works. When you shop, you carry what you shop for. You don't go ahead and touch or put it on there. Could you imagine what would happen if I started doing that? If I came in there every single time I went in there early, I put a bag on the ground and I put everything that I want, even if I don't want it, I put it on my bag. It's absolutely insane. All right. Let's see. You got to 215 subs. Okay. We can't use that word in the chat. Try not to use that word in the chat. They don't like that. And you want to see Spider-Man No Way Home. Hey, Jamie. Thank you so much. Happy holidays to you too, Jamie. Are you on Instagram, Jamie? Are you on Instagram? I wanted to get a hold of you to see about setting up an interview date, but I don't know how to get a hold of you other than here. If you have an Instagram, I'll contact you through there. But I don't think I have you on Instagram. Well, he's gone. Ah, crap. Oh well, that happened. Oh. Okay. What's your name on Facebook? Is it Jamie Hart? Same spelling? Let me go there. I'm gonna go there right now, the Facebook, and see if I can add you. Yeah, you're not the only one now going through that shit. I know somebody else that's going through that. Man, I don't know when I don't can't. Fucking cannot stand stalkers. Let's see if I can. I'll see if I can find you based on your spelling. Yeah, you're gonna have a different spelling. Okay. Crap. I tell you what. Can you go ahead and tell me what it is, and then I'll delete your message. No, no, no. Of course not. No, I'm gonna just shoot it out real fast, and I'm gonna delete it right away as soon as you do it. I just want to get it, and then I'll delete it instantly. I got my hand right over the. Okay, Jamie Hart on Twitter. Okay, we don't need to see that. So let's move that away. All right. Uh, okay. I tell you what. I tell you what. Let me drop my Facebook down, and then you can send me a request. Let's do it that way. Let's go that way. Let me get my email. Let me get me, and I'll drop it. Then find me. Oh, okay. Okay, let me drop that there. Okay. Thank you. I got you. Okay. I hope that was fast enough for you. I sent you a friend request. Yep. Yeah, I can't stand stalkers. Thank you for trusting me, Jamie. I know that was hard. I know that was hard. Thank you. And you played it right. You definitely played it right. The thing is, so it's funny. It's that Facebook. I have to say that there's one thing that Facebook has gotten right, which is I can't. I think I can count on one finger. One thing they got right. That is now when you block somebody off of Facebook, it blocks their ISP number, so people can't make up multiple accounts and come at you. Now they sure, sure, no, 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 not now, not now. You're going to bed. But that's one thing I do appreciate about Facebook, that when you block somebody, they ask if they make sure that nobody else can do it from the same account. In other words, they have to work their ass. It makes them easier to catch. Oh, what's going on, Mr. Bones? Yeah, that's great because if because that's funny because I have two spots saved in January, and I want to give one of those spots to you, Jamie. I want to interview you. Chilling and relaxing and maxing. Oh, yeah. Well, don't worry. People here in America, they don't stocked in uh yeah, yeah, that's what I was trying. That's what I've been but I didn't know how to get a hold of you. Hey, Ben. Every time I see Ben, I just got to say it's clobbering time. Oh, happy holidays to you, Ben. Happy hell days. Yeah. For some people, sadly, yeah, you're right about that, Bones. It can be. Oh, okay. Nice. Well, not nice, but I mean, but you are working, so I mean, that's a good thing. See, yeah, I think you started something with that, Bones, because now that you said Merry Xmas, now I'm seeing that everywhere. It seems like I'd never heard of that term at all until you put it out there. No, I totally get it. I totally get it. The only thing I can say is that my Facebook is the people I have on my Facebook. They're pretty outstanding. Yes, Festivus to the rest of us. That's right. Remember, Christmas was not the original birth date of Jesus Christ. We got Christmas where we got Christmas due to the Catholic Church. Wow. Yeah. You know what though? I guess if that was that was, yeah. I guess that's the subscriber only button. I mean, I can see how that's good, but it's also bad. I mean, I mean, somebody must be getting. That's a good way that's a good way of holding out trolls, though. And if you want to make sure people are in there to talk to you, then they'll be subbed and they'll be subbed for a while. Personally, I would think that anybody who's doing a contest, they should be. You could tie that into it to stop people from unsubbing from you. Yeah, I didn't know who that guy was. The Michael Malloy. I didn't know who he was at all. I didn't know. I popped in there and I saw you in there, and then I heard Tiffany, and I didn't know who the guy was at all. And he had no control over his room, none. It's like, wow, you're just gonna let people go in there and run wild like that. That's why I told him to give you a wrench because you're very good at it. Oh, I'm not going to give anybody a wrench. No, we're not doing that. No, no. But I'm going to let everybody come in my room and just run wild on it. Yeah. Is he? Yeah. Well, we all have different friends. We all have different friends. I mean, I know people on here that have different friends than I do. I'm not friends with everybody. I mean, there's people in here that I'm not friends with. I know who they are, but I'm not friends with them. But I know they're friends with other friends of mine, so I'm cordial to them. I can't believe we got 4 people. Just like makes me laugh. Wow. That's amazing. That's amazing. Uh, oh my gosh, I gotta catch up with all my I started a public room for the show. Let's see. Do, 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 do. Hey, got one more. Hey Larry, what's going on, sir? Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I was thinking about this. I did not know that. I didn't know that Lowell's had a flooring department. I don't know why I didn't know that. Yeah, flooring department is like, whew, Lord have mercy. That is not one of my favorite. That was not one of my favorite departments. Yeah, 4 a.m. for work. Holy cow, Kal-El's here. All right. You want to come up, Kal-El? You want to come on up? Oh my gosh, Larry. Yeah, I had Vietnam flashbacks thinking about flooring. Oh my gosh, I hated flooring. Yeah, come on up. Yeah, come on up. I'll send you the link. If you're that's if you're not going to bed. I mean, if you're going to bed, then sure, I understand. Yeah, sometimes I used to work at Pro Loadout at Home Depot, Larry, and I used to have to go get flooring orders. Yeah, I'd like to have 40 boxes of tile, please. Oh, and six buckets of mud. Shit, you want what? All right, let me go get the link here. Uh, you can come up too, Bones, if you want to, for sure. But I know. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. That's right. The 80 pounds of concrete. Oh yeah. Those are always fun too, and especially when the bags rip so easy. I always said that that flooring is a young man's game. I mean, to me, it's like you want to become a store manager. If you want to move management, you want to become management. I think it should always go through door, and always should go through flooring, and it should always go through garden, and flooring. because they're the most physical aspects of the store. Well, that and receiving, of course. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, yeah. Concrete was, but our concrete was in that was in lumber, so that was a different department. But yeah, I would have to go there and pull concrete too. Pulling orders was a pain in the ass. Yeah, get them 50 sheets, get them 50 sheets of lumber, and then I get them 100 eight by fours, and then 50 bags of concrete, 40 boxes of tile, and then you get all that. The best part was when you got all that whole order out together, right? You put the whole order out there, and you walk outside, and they got like a Pinto or they got a Volkswagen, and you go look at it and go like, you want me to put all that? I can't put all that shit in your car, dude. You're gonna have to sign off on that. Happy holidays to you. I think I froze. Let me hold on. I froze. Let me come back out. Okay. All right. All right. Oh, maybe I didn't freeze. It's always hard to know when one freezes. Anybody go see the Matrix? Be careful, Larry. Everybody's gonna be crazy out there today. Let's see. Let me go to my channel here. All right. That's what I want to do. I'm I thought I'd go ahead and do my Dollar Tree theater. I'm pre-doing them for a change because I plan on taking January off as far except for the interview series. So I'm trying to do all my pre Dollar Tree theater ones now. So that's the reason why I went all quiet. I'm working on filling it out. I really do like the Dollar Tree theater idea. Um, I guess I should have done it on my blog, but I didn't. I didn't do that. I mean, there's some movies I did review that definitely fitted. Definitely, definitely fitted because this. Face it, if you ever gone to my blog at all, so you'd be surprised at some of the movies I've reviewed, and it's like, yeah, you were doing that. You were doing Dollar Tree theater a long time. Yeah. Um, the funny thing is, I was going through some of the books that my buddy Catfish left me, and yes, that's what it is going to be. It's going to be $1.25 theater. Um, but I got a hook out of this though because the movies I get at my library are $1. I can do Dollar Tree theater with my library edition. I mean, that's what I've done so far. Some of the movies that I've gotten have come from the library. One came from Salvation Army. So I think what's going to be, it's going to be like Dollar Tree Theater, and then it's going to be like the library edition, like the Salvation Army edition. I don't know what we're going to be calling it next time. Next time Dollar Tree has a sale, I'm not sure what we're doing. We can't. It's a dollar. It's Dollar Tree $1.25. $1.25 theater. I know Hobbs hashtag that in our group in the office, and I came back and that's what I said. I said $1.25 theater. But it's just it's $1.25 is fair for a film brand new, factory sealed. I mean that's still a good price. All it's going to do for me is it's going to make me concentrate more on Blu-rays anyway. I mean, it's either going to be Blu-rays or nothing, or series. And quite honestly, I was a little bit bummed out the last couple of waves. They haven't sold any TV series. I was a little bit surprised at that. A little thin. I was hoping they get some more series in, but I'm holding their breath. And I'm waiting to see what other studios join in besides MGM as far as selling their movies for at a dirt cheap rate. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but they're dollar. But the thing is, they're changing their names. They're changing their names. They're going to be calling themselves. I think it's going to Dollar Tree Plus. Yeah, I got to find that Bones. I have. God, I know where Puppet Master was, so I pulled that already. But now I got to find my Dust to Dawn. I got to find that for you. It's only one season, and I don't. I separate my movies from my TV shows. So I got to find it. But my closet is like it's a combination now. It's a combination of TV shows and movies. I'm Home Depot does a container sale in January, and so when that happens, I'm going to go get a couple of new containers, and so I can put my movies in it from the closet. I am just about out. I got like literally I got one crate left. That's all I got. I'm gonna have to go back downstairs. I had I had moved. I do. Oh, okay. It only went 3 seasons. Okay. Yeah, I got the first one. I got 2 seasons from Warehouse 13. Um, yeah, wow. I haven't seen anybody pull season 2 yet. That's cool though. I'll definitely keep an eye out for it though. For sure. I just completed a series. Well, first of all, I went ahead and I ordered Into the Badlands. I ordered that whole series. I bought the whole series off of eBay. Man, that I'm hooked on that show. That show is tight as hell. Um, so I got that. Uh, I got the complete series. I ordered the fifth and last season of The Last Ship, so I got that complete series. And then I got the 3 Liberia movies, which I told you guys about. I actually watched one last night. I watched the first Liberia movie. Boy, that was a lot of fun. Wow, that was a really fun show. I wish they'd bring that back. There's a lot of stories they could tell. Um, this is one pre. This will be my first. This is going to be my first Dollar Tree review right here for 2022. I'm going to be doing that a little bit later, but I'm going to be reviewing this for as one of my Dollar Tree. Okay, so I have a burning question here. I have a burning question here. So in this movie right here, Noah Wiley's the good guy, right? And then Kyle MacLachlan, he's the bad guy. Okay, and they gave Sonia Walger, she's the heroine, and they put Kelly Hu as the main bad person's right hand man. Okay, so I have a question for you. Why is Kelly Hu? Why is she always playing like in these roles, like the bad, like the villainous roles? I'm totally perplexed at that. Uh, why isn't she playing the main role, the heroine role? Oh my gosh, it just drives me nuts. Uh, yeah. Oh, Entourage, yeah. Well, what's yeah, Entourage, yeah. What seasons of Entourage do you need? I don't have any Sons of Anarchy. I got 2 seasons of Breaking Bad, and I think I got the whole series of Entourage. I think. Yeah, I got Entourage. I see Breaking Bad a lot at the library, I see that a lot. Um, oh, oh, I thought you said or if I seen them as far have I seen them out there while collecting? Um, no, I've watched. I think I've watched like one episode of Sons of Anarchy, and I've never watched Breaking Bad or Entourage. I think I watched the first episode of Sons of Anarchy. I generally don't watch a lot of shows that glorify violence or crime. I don't really don't like watching those type of movies or shows. And Entourage, I have that because I like Jeremy Piven a lot. So I have that. I actually got that, but I haven't watched it all the way through yet. I think I'm missing like one season. I'm missing like one, I think. And then I got the last season of Ballers. Okay. Yeah, that's something like yeah, that might be what I got too. I think I got the first two seasons of Breaking Bad. I got it for $1. So that's the reason why I picked it up. Hey Steven, how are you, sir? Well, you're up early. Are you up to work this morning? Are you working Christmas Eve? I would think you'd be working Christmas Eve. There'd be a lot of people wanting your service today, sir. A lot of people. I think you'll probably be delivering a lot of pizzas. This is one of the biggest pizza days of the year. Yeah, they'll be calling here in a minute. It won't be that much longer. Probably around between 6 and 7. Are you doing your show on Saturday? Are you doing your show on Christmas? I don't I think to me last year it seemed to me I was really surprised to see how busy it was on YouTube last year at Christmas. I didn't think anybody would be online at Christmas. Honestly, I didn't think anybody would be, but it was busy. People were they were online. Oh, good, good. Glad to hear that. What's it called? Go Puff. Go Puff. Go Power Puff. Uh, yeah, I can rest. I'm just wondering, are you gonna have a guest on Christmas? I don't think we're having guests. But yeah, people come out. People, you know what? People come out on Christmas. I mean, it's amazing to me. Um, it sort of surprises me too to see. It sort of surprises me to see all the people. There he is. I know who. Wow, that'll be yeah. So I don't. I think that's. I'm not sure what Hobbs is going to do for Sunday. He hasn't told us yet. It's supposed to be our 1 year anniversary, but I don't. I'm not sure what we're doing. If he's going to have special guests on or anything. He kept it close to the vest. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think. Yeah, that was just a joke. I don't think we could get a guest on Christmas Day. Oh, by the way, come on out and hang out with me for an hour and a half. You got nothing better to do. You open up all your presents. Okay, I thought that was Bones, but I guess not. Well, if you want to try to come back up, yeah, yeah, Christmas Miracle. Yeah, I was hoping to get a Christmas Miracle in January, but I don't think I'm gonna get it. But I got a good month planned. I mean, I'm happy with my month. I got I'm pretty happy with it. This could be a lot of fun. I got a couple of returning guests for the first time, so that'll be interesting. The Kaiju show went really well, Steven. The roundtable went really well. It's gonna hit 100. It's gonna have 100 views. Oh, I need check. You know, I haven't even checked. How much? How's Andre doing? Oh, here. Let me drop the link to you, Steven, if you want to come up for a few. If you want to come up for a few minutes, there's the link right there. Oh, and I restarted the public room. I restarted the public room for the eight questions with. I went ahead and restarted it. Yeah, I just asked people if they be into that in the public, and they said yes. So I went ahead and did it. Sure. You can come up too, Bones, if you're still here. I think it's so weird. It's so weird to be up this early and not see Cornelius on. Mostly every night at this time, Cornelius would be up, and they'd be tearing it up at late at night. But they haven't done it in a couple of months. That was the one stream I always knew was going to be up and running during the middle of the night. All right, man. I started off really. I thought it was going to have a really poor year as far as watching films go, but I really felt like watching a lot of them lately. So I actually got myself up and running. And yeah, come on up, Khalil. Oh, yeah, yes, it's just scroll up. The StreamYard one's up two above you. The link to StreamYard is two people above you. Or I can send it to. I'll send it to you through Instagram. I can do that. Oh, oh, huh. Hold on 1 second. Is that you? You know who? Here, Khalil. Oh, Uh-huh. What time you gotta go? What time you gotta go to work, Tiffany? That sucks too. Yeah. What time you have to go to work? Oh, good, good. Oh, okay, yeah, I saw that, Kalel. I hit yes, but it didn't come on. Let me look again. Yeah, no, you get to retry, Kalel. It's not letting me bring you up. It's saying it's a dead link. Yeah, I hit that and you came up for a split second and then you disappeared. I'm glad you're off today, Tiffany. Are you working in the kitchen? Yeah, retry, Kalel. If you want to come up too, Tiffany, you can come up as well if you want to. All right. There he is. I hear you.
Hello, hello, hello.
Greetings, greetings, greetings.
Yeah, finally nice to be on the show.
Yeah, you got me during a night of insomnia.
Yeah, you caught me on a night of just nodding.
Oh, uh,
Yeah, I just
it's
gotta.
fun. Yeah, no, I don't know what it was. I checked my Instagram earlier, and it said that I saw your message saying if you wanted me to go, if I wanted to go up, and I was like, I was already in bed. I was trying to get I was trying to sleep, and then I just couldn't. After a while, I just couldn't do it. So
Yeah,
I said, okay, I'll go up. I didn't expect to see anybody. I never do because I never announce my streams. Like this streams like this, I
mhm.
never announce. They're always pop ups.
Yeah, I know there are always pop-ups. I was really referring to something maybe either tomorrow or Saturday. This is like a quick 30-minute one. I was trying to do one every day after Christmas.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm open for Christmas for definitely
Okay, that'd
because
be cool
I'm
because
not.
that's Katie said she would do it Christmas, so I was just figuring I might as well get you on too.
Yeah. Now, what do you want? Where do you want to do it at? Are you gonna want to do it here? Because I can host it.
It's up to you. I was going to preferably do it on IG.
Okay. We could
Hmm.
do ID. Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
were shredding it the other day.
What'd you say?
You said you guys were shredding it up the other day. 4K Media, yourself. You guys got really going, and I was like, they're just four friends going, just talking. It's hard. It's hard. I have to admit, it's when you have someone in the up, like we're talking now. Sometimes you get in so involved, you do tend to forget to chat. Like yeah, try not to do that. Um, yeah, tell her Bones. Tell her what happened to us. That's what happened to us, Tiffany. That's why we disappeared. We went inside of one of Tiffany's friends tonight, and and he got hit with some trolls, so he slipped it over into subscriber mode. He had to be a subscriber. He had to be at least a subscriber for 20 minutes, and then he stretched it out to like a month, and then I think then it was up to 17 weeks, and so nobody could get in because we weren't sub to him. Uh, 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 yeah, Tiffany asked earlier. She asked, oh, okay, Khalil got bounced out again. Um, yeah, you asked me earlier, Tiffany, how I knew that their college kids were still in. Oh, it's easy to do. It's super easy to spot a troll. they're all in his chat, you know. People with no avatars, people with suggested names, same speech has they write this, you know, they write how they, you know, they write how they talk. So the same the same writing pattern. They could tell they're all the same, one and the same. Man, it's going to be very, very hard for me to do a best of year. My best of 2021 is going to be so damn weird. People are going to be like tripping on it. Like, what is this? What is your best list? What kind of hell is that? This kind of best list is that? But it is what it is. I don't review films of what I've, you know, came out this year. I review what I watched this year. So it's interesting. I hope people like it. I'm actually pretty fortunate in the fact that I really did not have a lot of really bad movies to watch. Seemed like I had a lot of average movies. Hey, Ragman, how are you, sir? Okay. I froze on my phone. There we go. There we go. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Been watching those stacks you've been putting up on your Instagram, Ragman. Outstanding stuff. Outstanding. I think of all the collectors that have bought and stuff all this year, you know, showed their hauls off or whatnot. I think yours has been probably the most impressive. I mean, it seemed like everything you got was a winner. I can see my closet. It's funny as hell. I'm guessing Steven got pulled away to I'm taking he got pulled away to go work. That's good. Yeah, your blind buying is outstanding. Man, I'm just like it's impressive. Um there's a lot of good blind buyers out there. It seems like, that's that there's a real art to blind buying. Um, of course, the number one thing being price point. Um, but two, it's like, man, I mean, there's just so many, there's so many ways to do it. I think I go based on mine, whether I own it or not. I look for the of course, when I go, wherever I look at, I look for the something I haven't seen. If there's a Buzz movie, then I want to get it. Like I actually did break down, and I got Saint Maud. I got Saint Maud. I got Promising Young Woman. I actually got both those. I'm talking a Storm up about both of them, and I got both of them. But right now, during Christmas time, I'm not really sure I want to watch them during Christmas time. So I think both those are going to be early January watches. Oh God, no, no, no. And sometimes the name will do it too, though. Like I won't buy a Steven Seagal movie. I won't. Not unless like there's one movie I'll get if I can find it, because a friend of mine's in the movie. But overall, I won't buy a Steven Seagal movie. I won't buy Tom Sizemore. I won't buy Michael Madsen. Um, Not unless I hear good word of mouth. If I hear word of mouth on it, and it's somebody who I really respect, then I'll take a chance on it. But if I see it and I don't know anything about it, then I won't do it. I'm a little bit more lenient with Eric Roberts than I used to, simply for the fact that the guy he treats every role like it's a major studio picture. He never phones it in, and I gotta admit I'm impressed with that. But yes, Tiffany, you're right. A cover does not indicate anything. In fact, the cover is one of the reasons why I don't buy. Um, I get a lot of horror films, and they'll have an icon on the cover, and it's a bullshit thing. Um, they're on there for like one scene, and that's it. Yeah, cover art's really good. Um, Hi Shar, how are you? Oh, thank you, thank you. Yeah, not even 5 a.m. yet. Yeah, I hope you have a great Christmas too, Shar. Yeah, covers are misleading. The synopses are really bad too. Yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah. Yeah. Snakes on a train. Yeah. Yeah. That sounds like I think that was want to say that was a asylum movie. They always come out with mockbusters. Like for a Pacific Rim, they came out with Atlantic Rim, and they always do everything on the cheap. They'll get a couple of D-level stars, slap their name on the box, and then they'll do a mockumentary. Bad CGI. Yep. Yeah. Oh no, no, that happens a lot. That happens a lot more than. Yep. I'm trying to think of which one. I'm trying to think of there was a one blockbuster that came out, and everybody came out and they bought it. They rented it from the video store, and they didn't read it, and then they got home and they found out it was a asylum movie, and they came back and they were so pissed off because the cover was too close to the original. Yeah, Snakes on the Plane was a lot of fun. But you know that movie, that's a great movie of the first movie I remember getting the true uh uh internet hype. I mean, oh my God, everybody was talking about that movie. Everybody thought, I mean, I mean, they thought that thing was going to be a monster hit, and it died a horrible death at the box office. I think really was. It's like everybody liked the idea, but the fact is, most people are just deathly afraid of snakes, and I don't think they could put. They don't. I don't think they really could put up with watching snakes on the screen for 2 hours. I think it just creeped out too many people. Yeah, yeah, they did. They on the special features, Tiffany, the snake wranglers. That's what they mentioned. They mentioned there was a lot of the snakes they used. Yeah, there was a lot of practical. There was a lot of snakes on there. Hey, snakes got to eat too. Snakes, they like fast food. I'm gonna burn in hell for that. Not a puppy. Well, well, yeah. Well, they just want to make sure. Yeah, you had a snake as a pet. He never ate a puppy. They have videos here on YouTube of people feeding their snakes live food, rats or mice and shit like that. Um, yeah, it's pretty disgusting, actually. I don't understand why they do it. It's like, dude, we know you have to feed your snake, but I don't think people really want to see you feed it live. Live. Nobody wants to see that. That's just nature, man. It's just nature. Well, you know what? No, it's not nature because guess what? Snakes are not being they're not supposed to be in small containers. That's not nature. That's captivity. You own a pet. Nobody wants to see you feed your pet. So don't say it's nature because it's not. What'd you have, Tiffany? Do you have a ball python? Uh, I know it always ends up with the white guy. It always ends up with the white guy and a cat surviving, as it should be, of course. Because cats rule. Well, how about that? Well, you know what though? But think about it though. Think about it. That's like one of my favorite horror movies. Is Drag Me to Hell, because one of the characters in the movie, the main character in the movie, she killed a kitten. She killed a kitten on Drag Me to Hell. So at the end of it, when they came and got her ass, I would have been the one holding the damn door open for them to come get her. And they have to be wearing a red shirt too. They have to wear a red shirt because you know how that goes. If you wear a red shirt, you're gonna die. But Samuel Jackson survived snakes on a plane. In fact, I think pretty much, yeah, he survived. See, remember? See on Drag Me to Hell. Ari was like, oh my God, well look what happened to her at the end. I'm going, hell yeah, that's what happened to her in the end. She deserved that. I would have held the door open. But sometimes, not unless you're Deep Blue Sea. Deep Blue Sea, remember him? He died in the middle of that. Yeah. Well, we'll probably be back on later on today for sure. Sure. I'll probably be on Christmas Eve. I don't do anything on Christmas Eve. Life interference. Samuel Jackson? Oh, he dies a lot. Oh yeah, he's bought in the farm before. But Deep Blue Sea is probably the most infamous one. But yeah, he's. Oh yeah, Deep Blue. That's a famous one. That's a famous. Damn, Samuel Jackson, 73. See, Samuel Jackson. Oh, yep, that's right. Samuel Jackson has died in Deep Blue Sea. He's died in Jurassic Park. Um, oh man, I didn't see. I never heard of that movie. See, Samuel Jackson died in The Other Guys. He died in Django Unchained. He died in The Spirit. He died in Goodfellas. He died in Twisted. He died in Jungle Fever. He died in Lakeview Terrace. He died in True Romance. He died in Heart 8. He died in 187. He died in Meeting Evil. He died in Jackie Brown. And he died in The Samaritan. He died in The Samaritan. Oh, well, I spoiled that one. Yeah, that was one of his early roles. That was one of his. That was really before he really was. He was in the movie, but he wasn't like a star as he is now. But the most of all his death, I mean, and he died in Star Wars Episode 3. He plays Mace Windu, but he was a badass in that movie though. He went out like a champ. I didn't know he was in Goodfellas. I was not aware of that, and I did not know. I did not know that he died in The Samaritan. Yeah, yeah, I never heard of Baxter. I tell you, the dog movie that got me really pissed off at the end of it was Cujo. Cujo just made me. That was so freaking sad. That dog was the victim in that movie. That's it's a horror film, all right, but it's a horror film for all the wrong reason. That dog suffered awful, awful. I'm sort of like that with but cats. You can kill anything, but you can't kill a cat. You got to leave a cat alone. Man, I can't believe this. Samuel Jackson's 73 years old. Man, where'd the time go? Yeah. Don't kill the dog. Yeah, that was like the last taboo in movies, Shar. That was like the last taboo. Like you can't kill kids. Like that's just like I don't know. It's just like a taboo thing. I remember the first time I saw a kid die was in Dawn of the Dead in 1978. That was freaking me out. That freaked me out. Wow. Yeah. Sometimes those dogs, though, they do get their day. The movie called The Great Santini. That was a really sad movie. But they had one scene where Stan Shaw's character is dying, and the guy who killed him is running. And the last thing Stan Shaw does, he opens, and his dogs are trying to help him because they see that he's getting killed. He manages to go on his bus and he opens the door. He goes, "Even Steven." And he opens the door and all those dogs just run that fucker down. What's plague dogs? Like testing dogs? Uh well, Lethal Weapon came first. Lethal Weapon came out 1 year before Die Hard. Um I always thought Die Hard 2 was more the Christmas movie because it really made the point that it was Christmas. Um, that's one thing they don't do. You know what though? That's really rare. Do you see animals in zombie movies? It's very rare. I don't know how The Walking Dead handled it, but it's very rare. I remember. I mean, I've seen animals get used as creatures, like in the Resident Evil movies. The Dobermans would be turned into monsters, but as far as cats go, have a great day, Shar. Oh wow. Okay. I think there's a movie that gets me a lot is Watership Down. The book got me and the movie got me. Watership Down is just a sad movie at the end. Of course, you got The Lion King. That was a really sad movie too. But movies that kill kids, yeah, that used to be like the famous taboo. Like you can't kill a kid. Now it happens way too often. Corpse Grinders. It's a company making cat food out of corpses. Wow, that sounds like my cup of tea right there, Ben Grimm. Well, I have to watch that one by myself though. I don't want to give the cheetahs any idea. now that you mention it, I think I have heard of Plague Dogs, but I don't think I've never watched it. But yeah, but that's how I felt with Cujo. When I watched Cujo, that's exactly how I felt. I mean, even when I first watched it in the theater, I came away feeling that was wrong. And then reading the book, I really came across as being wrong. And then when I rewatched it for my 500th review, yeah, I was broken. That Cujo was fucking sad as hell. Not a horror movie. Not a horror movie as traditional horror movies go. The horror is for the dog. The dog suffers. The dog's the victim. I think it's cats craving humans. Okay. Yeah, human craving cats. Yeah, you gotta like that. Anywhere where you can root for the animals, right? Like anaconda, python, um, the Meg. Yeah, I saw that movie too. Yeah, that was a sad one. That wasn't his fault. And you always want a revenge. You always want revenge for the animal. Yeah, I probably would have. I probably would have. If I would have saw that Tiffany, I probably would have had to break out the old whoop ass stick. He may be genetically altered, but well, there was a Milo and Otis, I think it's called Milo and Otis. There was a lot of there's like I think there's like 10 cats that were killed in that. I think they said it was like 10 cats that died and a couple of dogs. It was not a good film, not a good film shoot. Um, yeah, that's just yeah, yeah. Milo and Otis. I think that was it. That was the movie that a lot of animals died. That's why you don't really see it on TV anymore. I don't think. In fact, I'm not even sure. I can't remember the last time I saw it broadcast on TV because of that. It came out later after the movie came out of all the animals that are dying on that. Um, Cannibal Holocaust was another movie where they actually showed animals getting killed. I think they killed cows on that, cows or sheep or something like that. Yeah, it's tough watching some of those movies like The Incredible Journey. You watch that movie and that was a very very scary movie. That was a traumatizing movie too, even though they all made it at the end. But holy shit, they put them through their paces. Um, what was it, 8 degrees? The movie with Paul Walker about he had to leave his. That was a true story about they had to leave their dogs. The ending's a lot. The ending in the movie is a lot better than the one in Japan. Um, but oh my gosh, yes. I watch those old cowboy movies. You just wonder how the fuck those horses survived being pulled down like that. I mean, I know that some of them are trained to do that, but still. What are you doing, Cheetah? What are you doing, buddy? Yeah. Come on, Cheetah. Here, look at that Cheetah. Get Cheetah. Hi. Right. Right. Hi, good boy. Hi. Hi, good boy. See, now they can see how beautiful you are. Huh. They can see how beautiful you are. Right. So silly. Everybody's throwing you hearts now. Everybody's throwing you hearts. Yeah, the Cheetah's up. I don't know what. I don't know. I think that Paladin's one of the most. He's one of the coolest. He's actually is. He's one of the coolest cats I've ever met. I mean, he's. I mean, even if he wasn't my cat, he is very cool. He's a very cool cat. I've been real blessed with that. With cats picking me. Though I did pick Paladin. He's a very nice. He's a very nice cat. I mean, as long as you treat him fairly and he is half cheetah. He is half cheetah, so he is a wild cat too at heart. He's a wild cat. I mean, he's not a domestic cat. So you always have to respect him. Well, I mean, some people are like that, but Americans, we don't always treat our animals as fairly as we should. In fact, I dare say that we're not a society. We're not much further away from people get all upset about China, eating their dogs and having to eat eating dogs and cats. But how are we any different from abusing a dog or a cat, or using them as for testing animals for our makeups and our perfumes? Uh, you know, let's test a detergent out. We'll test it on a dog or a cat. I mean, we're not all that far different. And the abuse. I mean, you guys. I don't know if you guys watched the interview with Calvin, but you guys should. I mean, and Calvin's real honest. Calvin went there when he's talking about his city, Bessemer, Alabama. He went there. He went there. He talks about it. That really always perplexed me, because we're always finding out, we're always seeing dog fighting rings around here in Detroit, and it just really rankles me. It's like I would think that I would think, honest to God, and I'm just going to be honest with being real with you guys. I would think that the best pet owners, honestly, would actually be African Americans. I really would. I really do. I really think they should be the best animal or caretakers. But like Calvin says, they're among the worst. Most of the dog fighting rings we have here, they're always. I just can't understand it. I don't understand it. It's like you come from a culture where you were suppressed. You were treated worse than an animal, and yet all of a sudden now you're doing the same thing to your pets. You're treated. Being a dog or a cat in Detroit, it's rough. Um, people have their pets stolen out of their yards, out of their cars. They're used for bait. They're used for bait animals. It's really ruthless. And I have so much respect for Calvin for going there and sitting there and saying it. He said what he saw. He says it's really rough. I mean, it's not like, well, I mean, I'm definitely not giving us crackers a free pass, because I've seen a lot of animal abuse from my kind, and but I have never seen. I don't know anybody who's ever run a dog ring, a dog fighting ring. I've never seen it. Yeah, of course, then we have there is the other extreme, though. I will have to say this: there is the other extreme. There are people whose animals are their family, and it's a little bit perplexing too, because I mean, one thing that's really gone up in price back when I was much younger is veterinary care. Holy cow! I mean, to take your dog or cat in to the vet these days, you have to have pet insurance. They sell pet insurance because some of the procedures are so expensive. I don't understand how a dog or a cat is going to cost you $5,000 or $6,000. I don't get that. It's like that to me. That's just absolutely pure greed. It's greed. It's like, really, you're telling me it's going to cost me $5,000 to save my dog? When I grew up, I mean, your dog could get treated for $500. That was a lot of money. But I think we contribute to that with a high cost of medical care. A lot of people can't afford it. I don't know all the advances that could have been made in animal medicine in 30 years. It's like a dog or a cat is I just don't get how I don't get it. That's right, we have, which is exactly why I think the treatment should be a lot less, Tiffany. It should be a lot less than what they are, because we do know a lot more. We do know. It should not cost you. Should not cost anybody, $3,000 to $5,000. I mean, I've seen people pay as much as $12,000 for an animal. I don't even know people with people illnesses that cost that much. I got charged with when Derek Jeter got sick. They took X-rays, right? They took them digitally. They took the X-rays digitally, not film, not with an old X-ray machine, but they gave him a digital X-ray. They charged me $200 for that, for a digital X-ray, and it's like, how is that $200? I truly don't understand that. It's like it's a digital camera. It's like you're not paying for film, you're not paying for the development. You're it's oh, I just couldn't get over that. Oh, McDonald's is open, huh? Nice. Now at IHOP waiting for order. Yeah, you're gonna be high hopping today, Steven. Holy cow, people are gonna be all over you. I'm gonna make my. I'm actually gonna be going in. I'm gonna go shopping here in a little bit, and then I'm getting my Christmas dinner. Hey, brother, what's going on, Sean? Holy cow! Merry Christmas, my friend. Oh, Quentin's up too. Holy cow! Thank you, Quentin. Merry Christmas to you, young man. I'm just going to the food store, Tiffany grocery store. It's gonna be real. It's gonna be in and out. I know what I need. It's gonna be in and out. I'm going to Aldi's. Aldi's is a great place to shop. So I'll dash over there, and then I'm gonna go get Christmas dinner. That's right, Santa, and his snowman. Wow, it's nice seeing you and Quentin, man. This is cool. This is all right. It's been a long time, man. Been a long time. Now, Sean, are you gonna be hanging around for a while? Can you send me your phone number on Instagram if you don't mind? Get some sleep, Tiffany. I don't even know how long I've been. Boy, I tell you what, my eyes are just shot to shit. Let's see. I'm not sure how long we've been talking. Oh, okay. Yeah, hopefully everybody has already got all their shopping done. There gonna be some nuts around. I only have to go to the grocery store. That's the only place. I'm going to the grocery store and I'm heading over to Subway because I'm doing tuna fish for Christmas. Hey Charles, how are you, sir? Another member of Dollar Tree Theater, Charles Cochran in the house. Glad you're doing it with us. That's a lot. It's a lot of fun, isn't it? Dollar Tree Theater. I have to tell you, that is one of the funnest. That's one of the funnest series yet. Sure, Sean. That's why if you can, just send me your number, man. I know I won't be able to find you on the tube. So new Dollar Tree Theater today. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I got the next two Dollar Tree Theater movies I did Donovan's Reef with John Wayne. I did this, and then I did The First Librarian. I'm doing my Dollar Tree is my idea of Dollar Tree is anything I pay $1 or less for counts as Dollar Tree Theater. So I got those two movies at the library for $1 a piece. So like the library edition. Nice. Yeah, Dollar Tree Theater is a lot of fun. I have to admit. Well, yeah, you know what? You know what, Q? I worked at a grocery store for 7 years. I worked at a grocery store for 7 years, and one of our favorite things as a cashier is when people would come up with a frozen turkey, and they would ask us how long, and like they would come up with a frozen turkey the day before, and they say how's the best way to thaw this out, and we would tell them just leave it out, just leave it overnight, leave it out overnight, it'll defrost. Fuck no, it won't. Huh? I don't know. Oh, all right. Let me write that down real quick. Oh, I didn't expect you to put that out in public. All right. Where's your number? Did you put it in there? Ooh. Oh, you know what? I think YouTube doesn't do that, do they? Or you must have just okay. Yeah, I'm excited for you, Q. What exactly are you moving to? I know you said Kitchener. You're not going to be that far away from Phil. That'll be fun. You guys should actually be able to meet each other, I'm thinking. I don't know why we can't. I see your comments perfectly fine. Uh, Stephen, everybody else in the chat see Stephen's comments? And I'm going to go ahead and push one thing on you guys because I can, and because I know you guys want to help me out. All right. So this is the link to the show we did last Monday. If one of you guys who haven't been over there and click on that, that would be awesome because that would be 100 views. Yeah, that would be really cool, Q. Now, is your family in Kitchener? That'll be. I hope so, man. That'll be good. Less stress, right? Oh, I guess I should drop this too. So I'll do that. So anybody who's friends with me on Facebook, so I restarted the 8 questions with group as far as making it public. I mean, I'm keeping the private one, but I also made a public one. So it'll make it easier to promote and I can control it. I just didn't want it to be overrun by people. Thank you, Charles. Yeah, I thought if I did a public, I mean, my logic was behind closing it up was because Facebook is pushing everybody to join groups, and public groups can get overrun by a lot of weird shit, and you no longer really control that. With your group, you could actually it could be a public group, but you could actually still control what was said and who said it. And now, allow people to join your group without going through that. Before you put up a barrier and you make people answer questions or whatnot. But now anybody can just join your group. And I guess they tweaked it now to where, um, yes, you can join, but now you can control what's said and how they say it. I don't know. I'm not gonna. I don't know. It's like once your group goes public, you got a lot of weird people coming up there, and I delete a lot of them. You come up there, and as soon as you open up as soon as you see their request, you just know that all they are is just spam bots. They're spammers or scammers, and so you can get inundated with those in a public group. So that's the reason why I took all my groups private. But it seems like people have adjusted to the public, and it seems like it's a little bit more okay to do a public group again. So I'm gonna go ahead and try it and see where it goes. So um, I might go ahead and make the private group to where I have announcements, or I want to encourage people to promote themselves more in the private group. I think so. We could all work together and build up together. So that's really that's what I try. I would like to see people do that more. go ahead and share their YouTube page, whatnot. Share your movie database page, share some projects, your press releases. Um, I'm all about cross promoting. I will, I don't mind people promoting as long as you're not overkilling it, which is really strange because we're talking about this because that cost me a friendship on my group. I had a friend. I thought he was a friend, and he was just spamming the shit out of my group page. And then when I went to talk to him about it, gently, carefully, he blew me up. he got he got really mad at me, and he just blew me up. And I had to block him. I didn't want to, but I had to because he was disrupting. And then I tried to tell him this is not what I wanted to do. I did not want to block him. I did not want to be. I wasn't upset with him. I was concerned that if he kept on spamming the page, that somebody other than me was going to report him, and then he could get blocked. Or worse, he could get his page removed, or he could get suspended or whatever. So I was just trying to look out for him, and it got taken the wrong way. And it's been months now, and so I'm gonna talk to him because he pinged me. I was because he's been gone for months. He's been gone, so I pinged him on his page. I'm going like, I say, hey, are you coming back? And he's back, and he wants to make amends. So I think we'll do that. I think I'll talk to him after the New Year's and see if we can get that fixed. See if I can explain to him what was behind my logic. It's like I didn't want him getting in trouble because I did. I was promoting my blog on my on group pages, and I got blocked. Facebook would not let me share my blog on Facebook anymore, which really pissed me off. But now they want you to share. Now they want you to share your stuff. Fucking Facebook. And now you can't write in Instagram. You cannot write that Mark Zuckerberg is a fascist. They have censored that, and you cannot talk shit about Zuckerberg anymore. They have censored that out on Instagram. Oh yeah, it's gonna be good for you, Q. Now you can break out all those wild eyes and share them with your family. I'm gonna be talking to Elaine Huntington on the first week of January. On oh shit, yeah, shit, I got a captive audience here. I got 5 people in here. Shit, what am I doing? I'm wasting my time here. I gotta break out the calendar. Uh, well, so I got 1 week left for 1 week left. Next next Sunday night at 8 o'clock on the Cadaver Club. ISC Midnight Nights will be back with a look at Kill List. And then on the 28th of December, so last week of the year, and we're talking to film composer Mariano Solino. And then on Wednesday, December 29th, we're talking to actor Sonia L. Richards. And then on the 30th, we're talking to our friend Natalie Fajitas. She'll be here on the 30th. Natalie's she was the first talent buyer at the club I cut my teeth on. She was She was the fourth buyer before I started, or no, before I came to the. Wow, there's Natalie, Eagle, Joe, Cricket, or no, Nancy, Cricket. So she was the first buyer of the six that ran Marsugi's. There were six talent buyers, and she was the first one. And she booked some amazing bands. And as far as I know, this is like her first proper interview. I don't think she's ever been interviewed before. Not on this, not like how we're gonna do it. And that's a real damn shame because her history should be written down somewhere because she was amazing. And then the first week of January, we have the return of Mike Ferguson. He'll be here. He'll be the first show of the new year. So Mike Ferguson will be here. And he's going to be starring in a new Amityville movie, Amityville Uprising. It's the third of six that Thomas J. Churchill is writing and directing. So, or at least directing for sure that I know of. And so this is the third in the series. He's already covered vampires. He's covered let's see, werewolves, and now he's going to handling. This is what I understand. Amityville Uprising is about zombies. So next we have one of our own. One of our own will be here. Anthony from Fever Dreamland Theater. He's also a member of the Cinema Squad, and he'll be here on the 5th. He is a huge anthology fan. He does the Twilight Zone reviews, and his reviews are sparkling. If you haven't seen his reviews yet for the Twilight Zone, you need to because they're really good, really insightful. And then on the 6th of January, we have the lovely Elaine Huntington will be here, and she is one of the producers and stars of one of our favorite movies here on Half Cheetah Will View. She is a star and producer of Shark Exorcist. I cannot wait to talk to her face to face. She also is she's a huge advocate and ambassador for New Orleans. She loves New Orleans. That's her home, and she talks about it quite a bit. And so we'll talk all things New Orleans. It seems like they're doing a lot of filming down there lately. So it seems to be a hot spot for films. And on January 11th, we have the lovely Jennifer Blockbien will be with us. She starred in The Divide. She starred in The Victim, and she also starred in Everly, which was directed by Joe Lynch and starred Salma Hayek. And then we have a return visit from our friend Timothy J. Cox. He'll be here on the 12th. And then we had to reschedule Sherry Davis. We rescheduled Sherry for the 13th. So she'll be coming here and talking about the Amityville Moon. Amityville Moon. And then we have Rachel, the Warrior Woman Ferguson. And you'll love her. She is a cancer advocate, cancer patient advocate. She's raising awareness for bowel cancer. She has bowel cancer. I'm not sure if she's in remission or not. I do believe she is. I hope to God she is. But she'll be here talking about her journey. And yeah. And we got a couple more surprises down the month. It's a short month. It's a short month. January is a very short month. We only got 12 shows in January. Good morning, Mr. Dan Horror. How are you, sir? I'm just gonna hold it down to about 7 o'clock. I'm gonna hold it to 7, and then I'll go back to bed for a minute, and then I gotta go out and go to the grocery store. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Woohoo! But the real important thing is not only do I get to go to the grocery store, but I get to swing by a Subway and get tuna fish for Christmas dinner. Nothing screams Christmas dinner more than tuna fish. Yeah, me too. Me too. Anthony's awesome, man. I love going to his page. Um, I'm gonna ask him one of the questions I'm gonna ask him. I don't know if he has it or not, but one of the questions I'm gonna ask him is he's gonna do the outer limits. I hope the hell he does. I hope the hell he does the outer limits. I'm gonna try to do a series for the first time. I've never done a TV series as far as doing like an episode review or whatnot, but I'm going to try one. Because I just found this series and I'm totally late to the party by big time. But it's not that many episodes. But I'm gonna try to do a episode um, per starting in February. I'm gonna start doing like a episode a week of a show called Into the Badlands. But yeah, I'm excited for Anthony because yeah, he's really insightful. His reviews are smartly done. A lot of thought put him into them. I just love his style. And of course, he's part of the Cinema Squad, which is a really fun group of guys, and they love their movies, and they're a lot of fun. I hope that they're able to come back next year. I know the end of their season. I don't know what that is. People are saying this is the season finale, but whatever. I just hope they just come back because I thought Cinema Squad was a really good premise. They get out there and just talk shit. They got six people. I think they're all. I think Joe's in England, but they're all the rest of the five are here, and they have a great time. Oh, you've heard of that one then, right? Q, Into the Badlands, dude. I just found that series. My buddy Catfish had it. And he left me his movies when he passed on, and God rest his soul. And so I was looking through his book, and it said Into the Badlands, and I said I've heard about that, but I've never watched it. So I went ahead and I put it on. Holy shit, that is some bonkers. I love that show. That show is tight. Yeah, I can't wait. And of course, you already know I'm throwing out the net and trying to get somebody to talk to me about it. I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be doing that more so after Christmas. Yeah, me too. He was just thing is, Q. He was just coming into the community too. He was just getting into it. I was getting him to come out and hang out with us online, and yeah, it's just a real shame. You, you know, now I know that they have good copies of the old series of the Outer Limits, the original series. But that remake series, it needs to be treated up right, a proper release. Um, some reason I never got it, Dan, is because I've heard that the transfers are just shit. And they've censored it. This the like the first I think the first 2 3 years were aired on Showtime, and they had they were adult, and then it transferred to the Sci-Fi Channel. But the transfers are just garbage. Uh, because I was going to buy it off of eBay, and then I read the reviews, and there wasn't a single good review on there. Everybody complained about how bad the quality it was. It says there's better. You see better quality here on YouTube, which really breaks my heart because that remake of that Outer Limits on the '90s is outstanding. I dare say that Outer Limits remake of the '90s is better than the Twilight Zone of the '50s. I do. I stand by that. Some of those stories were just fucking just slam dunks. Amazing. I mean, everybody talks about M. Night Shyamalan with his twisty endings. He's got nothing on the Outer Limits. Half those stories you never see coming. And then they went ahead and then they remade it, and it sounds like they actually lifted quite a few episodes from there too. But with Black Mirror, I know Black Mirror. Everybody was talking Black Mirror up, and I was reading some of the synopsis. They're coming straight from the Outer Limits. Me too, Q. That me too. That's my favorite anthology by far. I love it. I do like the Twilight Zone. I love the Twilight Zone. There's so many great episodes of the Twilight Zone. But holy shit, it seemed like just about every episode of the Outer Limits was spot on, heavy hitting, and not always pleasant. Not always pleasant. Yeah, but you know what? I totally get that, but at least acknowledge that the fact that you're lifting stories from the Outer Limits. At least like tip your hat to it and say, look at or wink at the audience, going like, listen, here we are. We're gonna put a British spin. We'll put a British spin on an old classic. Oh, really? Which episode? Ah, there's so many. There's so many that are like that, though. There's so many. There's so many classic movies. There's so many classic episodes of the Outer Limits like that. Man, the endings are just like holy shit. Quality of Mercy. Um, that was one. Oh my gosh, that was crazy. That was a two-parter. Um, and that's the other thing that Outer Limits made Outer Limits so cool too, is they would have arcs. They would have continuing stories. Um, like one episode would be on in season one, and then season two, another episode would be tied to the one from the season before. Oh yeah, yeah, I know which one that is. Yeah, that's a They had a couple of really good ones about AI. Thanks, Hugh. Merry Christmas to you, sir. Yeah, that's a good, yeah. Outer Limits, man. But it needs to be real. It needs to, somebody like a Screen Factory or Mill Creek needs to grab that and clean it up and tidy it up and then release it, re-release it. It needs to be re-released. It needs to be cleaned up and released again. Yeah, man. Thanks for coming by again, Q. Good to see you. So let me ask you, there's only a couple of people here, but let me ask you this, and then hopefully people that watch the replay, if they get this far, maybe they can answer it too. But what year was the worst year or the better year, 2020 or 2021? I mean, I still think 2020 by far, but man, who would ever suspect 2021 would be within spitting distance of it, you know? I thought it'd be a lot better. I thought this would be a lot better. Yeah, I thought, 2020 was worse for me too. But 2021 is it's had its moments. Yeah, yeah. It's funny. It's funny. That's one thing I have to sit there and say that I've noticed more and more. It seems like a lot of people are suffering more now, mental health wise, than they did in 2020. I mean, I've so many people I've seen that just they are just fucking out and right struggling. I mean, they're struggling. I think part of that is just the lack of contact. Maybe that's for some of the reasons. It's funny. You tell people, you could have your outings, you could have your gatherings or whatnot. We're just asking you to take precautions for everybody else, and it's shockingly sad how selfish people are and not recognizing that. It's like, hey, look, if people come up there and say, hey, you could go to a concert. All we ask you is you just wear a mask, and that's all. Wear a mask, wash your hands. If you're sick, don't come to the party. There'll be another party coming down soon. And it's so amazing how people just won't go. They won't go for that. They've been brainwashed about my rights, my rights. Anybody says my rights, you already know. Guess what? Our rights don't matter to them. Well, those are my rights, but the rest of us don't have any. How are you any more important than me? I mean, I'm willing to wear a mask to protect your rights. I'm willing to wear a mask to protect your life, even though you're an a-hole. Well, that's good. Good to see you got more family. I'm due to see my family next year, though I might not make it. Might not, with the new variant. That'll be heartbreaking, honestly. Uh, did you get a chance to? We're gonna do. I'm gonna do another chance. I'm gonna do another roundtable, Mr. Dan and Horror. You'll get another chance to come up on it for sure. Oh, the variant. Uh, yeah, yeah. It's not killing everybody like the first one did, but it's still putting people in the hospital. That's the problem. It's still putting people in the hospital. You're not dying, but Jesus, if you got your booster shot, if you got your shots, you might not even make the hospital. You might be able to stay at home. That's the that's the thing, that's the thing people don't realize is like all those hospital stays, mm, nobody wants to get sick. Yeah, I have to go get my third shot. I might do that today. I might do that actually on Monday. I have to go out on errands on Monday. I think I'm going to get my third booster. I've already got my other first two, and I'll just go inside the store and get the third one. Boy, I certainly hope it's not. I hope it doesn't act like the first two. I did not like the first two shots, not at all. But I did it. Man, I slept. Oh, the third shot did. Yeah, I got Wednesday. I got Wednesdays and Thursdays spots open too, Mister Dan. The third one hurt like nobody's business. Wow, I did not know that. I the first two made me just sleep. I slept, and then the second one fucked me up. Man, I have never felt. I got up and I went for a loop, man. I honestly, I stood up and it was. I fell right back on my bed. I was just like the whole world was sideways, and I'm going like, wow. The first thing I thought about because my buddy Catfish was like, am I having a stroke? Am I having a heart attack? And because it felt so weird, and it was just me. It was just like I probably would have fainted if I wouldn't have fell back on the bed. I probably would have just hit the floor. But yeah, it was the weirdest thing. I just stood up way too fast because I didn't know that was going to happen. And but this, this time I'll be aware. I'll get the shot, and then I'm going to go home, and then I'm going to go to bed. Oh man, no, Charlie, it fucked me up. Yeah, it didn't hurt at all. I didn't hurt at all. But the shot itself, nothing. Next day, I didn't have any pain at all in my arm. But man, I had to sleep. Yeah, I didn't hurt me at all. I was just like, but when I got when I got up though, oh my gosh, that was crazy. So what are you guys having for Christmas dinner? Tell me you guys are having something better than tuna from Subway. That's our Christmas dinner. We're having tuna fish from Subway. Oh, okay. Merry Christmas, Phil. Love the picture with you and your mama. Those are always wonderful pictures. If you don't mind me asking, Charles, where do you work at? And 12 hours on Christmas? Oh, damn. Man. Okay, well, did they ask you to work 12 hours? They offered it to you? 12 hours, man, on Christmas Day. That's crazy. Wow, that's nuts. Oh, okay. Regular day. Wow. Well, at least you'll get time and a half for that 4 hours. You get that overtime. But good Lord, you're not going to be by. Is it you? Are you part of a team, or you have to work by yourself? Well, hopefully everybody be home. My God. Wow. Yeah. That's a long day, my friend. That is a long day. Well, I used to work over at a security place in San Jose, and wow, long days there. That's hard work. It's hard because it's a little monotonous, and also because oh, okay, yeah, podcast and YouTube, yeah. I was going to ask you, did they let you use the computer on your job? And reading. As long as you don't, well, you have to make a sweep once every hour, right? And who the hell's going to be coming out on Christmas to bother you? Hopefully nobody. 12 hours though. Fuck me. That's My hat's off to you, sir. Oh, that definitely makes me want to. I'll definitely go up Christmas. Yeah, I got nowhere else to go either. Oh, every other. That's not bad. Every other hour's not bad. Of course, you want to always change it up though. Mm. Yeah, Phil's been getting up early lately. Phil does his live streams. I don't know about this. I mean, I'll go in there and I'll come inside and I'll look down there and I seen I got a ping from Phil and it's been 8 in the morning. He's like, let's hang out in the horror hangout. I'm like, fucking hey, it's 8 o'clock in the morning, Phil. I was like, man, he's up and at it early. I hope the hell they don't shut down though. I hope they don't got to go back into lockdown. Oh, let's see. Making your top favorite list for horror and for the 80s today. Man, I absolutely love the slasher club Mondays. Oh my gosh, the Night and Coriander. They're talking about the slasher movies of the 80s. Oh my god, the 80s. Sometimes you just hear some of those reviews, some of those movies. They're so 80s. It struggles. I've always thought the 80s had been slightly overrated as far as horror goes. Slightly overrated. There's been some really good ones, but Jesus Christ, there's some really bad 80s horror films. I got to do my top 10, my top 20 watch, and I got top 20 watch and then a bottom 10. I've only watched 115 movies, and my how I do my list of excuse me, top 20 and bottom 10. It's what I watched that year. It doesn't matter what year it doesn't matter what what year it came out. It's what I watched. So far I watched 115 films, including this movie, Donovan's Reef, that came out in 1963, and this one came out in 2004. But those are the movies I don't do because I don't get out to the theater very much. So what I do is I just watch the movies that I watched, and then those ones I watched, I ranked those. So the only thing I don't count rewatches. So if I watched one movie this year and I watched it last year or the year before, it doesn't count. So no repeat. And my list, honestly, it's weird. My list is. Uh, I'm gonna do a top 20. I can find the top 20 films I really liked, but man, oh man, I actually won't have any problem at all doing the bottom 10 either. I won't have any problem doing the bottom 10. But I did not get a lot of really bad movies this year. I did not get a lot of just movies that are like, holy shit, they're stinky. Um, a few, but not a lot. I'm saving my reviews for Promising Young Woman and Saint Maud for after New Year's. I just didn't want to watch anything downer wise this week. No, I don't think so. I don't think. Maybe Saint Maud, Charles. Maybe that. I mean, I've heard nothing but good things about that. Um, Hunter from IFC Midnight. I heard that's just outstanding. Um, but yeah, um, I wanted to get more. Merry Christmas, Ricky. Merry Christmas to you and your family, and to Pablo and his family. Yeah, Ricky didn't like Saint Maud. Ricky actually said no. Um, and Monty had a great list of bad movies. Saint Maud was on his favorites. Yeah, like I said, I mean, I was actually Ricky was the first person I've heard that actually said that he didn't like Saint Maud. I'm trying to think of who it was. There's another gentleman who another I saw this yesterday. He collected A24 films. He was listing the A24 films, and he liked a ghost story. I felt bad for him. Yeah, I know, Ricky. That's the thing with the A24 films. I think it hurts them so much. If it really does, it hurts them. They get overhyped, and then you watch them, and they're not that good. They're just not. Now I know everybody talks about the last scene in that movie. Everybody talks about that last scene. I've already saw a movie that was far worse than that. The ending was tight. I mean, it was shocking, but I've already seen a movie that had even a more shocking ending along that line. I mean, and it lasted a long time too. That was a horrific movie. She Who Must Burn. Oh my gosh, that was mind blowing. but I'm not watching it for the last 30 seconds. I'm watching it for the story. I know the story is very psychological, and it's very I know that she suffers tremendously. I know mentally she's not all there. But I think the overhype really hurts A24 films. It really does. You get that just way too often. Um, the Green Knight, everybody's hyped up about the Green Knight, and then it came out, and all of a sudden we found out it was not very good. Um, that weird movie Lamb came out, and that didn't turn out to be all that. Though Killian from the Night Watch Zone, he really liked it, but he's an A24 guy, so I expect him to like it. Yeah, no problem, John. Get some sleep, man. We'll be up. We'll be up later on tonight. Christmas Eve. Yeah, we'll be up. Well, it's 7 o'clock, 7:08. I think I should pull the plug on this. I'm gonna get a couple hours of sleep before I get to make my errands. But yeah, I'll be back on tonight. I'm pretty sure New Year, Christmas Eve. I got nowhere to go and no presents to open up or nothing like that. It's just another day for me too. So I'll be up and hanging around. If you guys up doing or nothing, and come look me up. I'll be here. Uh, Ricky, go ahead and I saw that you joined the public group, Ricky. Go ahead and start putting you can start promoting your show on in that group. I know I only got 3 heads in there, but go ahead and feel free to start promoting. Yeah. Oh, midday there. Yeah. Yeah. Gotta hurry. Next time I see you, though, I want you to tell us what you got Pablo for Christmas. I think you should have got Pablo some homemade beer. And that special beer that you made. You should give a 6-pack to Pablo. Maybe chill it up first. Oh my God. All right, fellas. I will talk at you soon. Be safe, and we'll see you guys a little later today. All right. Hopefully, yeah, me too. I'll be awake tonight. I already know it. All right, Charles. I'll look for you tonight too as well. You guys be safe.